motivation? Stop lying. You don't need a vacation? Stop lying. You ain't got nowhere to go? Stop lying. Come on, y'all, let it flow. Stop lying. Lie right. Lie right. Lie right. Lie right. Y'all were thinking it? I just said it. Now tell me I'm lying. Welcome back, y'all, to another slamming episode of Lyin. My name is Ryan, and this is my very special podcast, The Judgment-Free Zone, where we talk about healing, and we also share our healing stories together. So I talk about my growth journey, and I hear about yours, and that's really it. We're going to have story time, Q&A. We're going to have guests. We're going to have all the cool things, a lot of things going on. This is season 2, and this podcast mainly focuses on community, culture, self-development, self-help, pop culture, current events, and the things that I usually come in contact with, whether it's in social media world or in real life. And the real goal of this podcast is mainly to create a voice. I want to use my voice as a vehicle for people who need to be seen and heard more, mainly women, Black and brown people, LGBTQIA community, and all of the people that need to take up space and need to be heard. I am here, y'all are here, we are here, we are heard. So congratulations on making it to through the half of the year. It's officially June. And this is kind of crazy. You know, I saw something earlier that was like, did you do a progress report on your half year status? Like, man, what? A progress report? I really didn't think about that. I didn't really think to go down how much I've accomplished from January to June. But let me see what I did. I mean, I put out a dance EP, Sexy Ladies with platinum recording artist and businesswoman and fantastic person, TT the artist. I put out Sexy Ladies EP. I put out a few remixes. What else did I do? I'm like the voice of NYX Cosmetics, so I have like 8 worldwide campaigns with my voice on it right now for NYX Cosmetics. So you see a bunch of models that ain't me, but it's my voice. So at least I did that. There's currently 8 running campaigns going on right now. And I mean, that's cool. And I was sober for the last 4 days. So that's really nice. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. I dropped some remixes. I worked a lot, did a ton of shoots. That's really my life. You know, I take care of my dogs. I'm not really outside. And then I thought to myself, like, should I start going outside? Like, should I start going to these events more? And then I thought about that again and was like, why? Like, why? I make majority of my money at home. I work from home. And when I'm not working from home, it's really easy. I'm on set. I got the contract already. I'm already working. So that's not really my thing. But yeah, for the half year check-in, I know that when I check in on myself and it's not for the half year, I'm asking myself, okay, 1, like, are you happy? Are you happy? Yes. What could you change right now in your life currently? Right now, what I'd like to change in my life, the typical stuff. You know what I mean? Like the typical stupid stuff that everybody wants to change. I want to have a softer life. My life is pretty soft, but I want it even softer. You get what I'm saying? Like it's pretty soft. Like I have a nice roof over my head. I'm good to go. I eat whatever I want, whatever. But I want it even softer than that. Like, boom, my washer dryer just stopped working. The softest life, if I walk back into my house after like running an errand, it would already be replaced. You know what I mean? That's the soft life. You know what I'm saying? Then, what am I grateful for? That's another thing that you should tap into every day. But I guess this is the like half year check-in. What are you grateful for? So these are the questions that I was just reading that you should ask yourself, journal about, etc. And it's not too bad. Like when I went down my progress report, my life report, I was like, this is not terrifying. Like it could be way worse. Like I could have been on crack at this point. I could have had like a trifling baby daddy or something. It could have been bad. It could have been all bad. Things could have been wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, just there's so many things that could be happening and they didn't for me. So I'm really grateful. And I found myself like when I'm in like this funky ass mood, I just go down the list of like what's directly in front of me. And I'm like, shut up. Like, there's no way that you're this angry. You're not that upset. You can't be mad. If I can eat dinner tonight, even if I'm not going to hold you, even if I can't eat dinner tonight, and that's not a thing, I can definitely eat dinner. But even if I couldn't, I would still be grateful for all the other things that I have. And that is the main thing. Like, what are you grateful for? And I feel like every time things get a little bit tough, as soon as I tap back into that gratitude space, it provides me with like, okay, bitch, you bugging. You bugging. Like, it ain't that deep. It's not that deep. So I would be interested in hearing what your halfway through the year reports are and how you're feeling, because a lot of people contact me and y'all are so shy because my question of the day, the Q&A segment for today, she wanted to be anonymous. And I'm just like, it could have been so cool because this question is not even weird. I wish it was. I wish it was dirty and nasty. It's not. It's like very normal, very cool, a normal question, but the person wanted to remain anonymous. But I get a ton of DMs that don't want to say who they are. And I can't answer your questions and like address you. And that shit is whack. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Why do you care? You shouldn't care about what anybody thinks. But anyway, the world's going to end anyway. The world's going to end really soon. So get ready, because in 2024, studies show that we will now be able to have lab-grown babies. It's a fact. Babies will be able to be grown in labs by 2024. That means I don't need a baby daddy and a baby mama. I just need a baby in a machine. And that's it. The baby, like, literally, there's going to be a bunch of little AI babies out here. And y'all not ready for that. Y'all not ready for that. Are you ready for 2024? For Kanye to be president, to have a bunch of AI babies just running around? Are you ready? You're not ready. You're not ready. And when I tell you the sky people are coming, see, last episode I was a little bit concerned about sounding like a conspiracy theorist, but in all actuality... bitch, I might be, okay? Because when the people come down, I'm trying to float up. You feel me? Like, I don't want the aliens. See, there's different types of aliens. I'm not trying to get with the aliens that conduct experiments on your body and stuff like that. Like, I'm not trying to have that. I want the ones that are cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, let me transport this energy right into your head real quick so that you can learn 27 languages in 6 seconds. I'm trying to be friends with those. You know what I'm saying? So, wherever y'all at, I'm right here, because this shit down here is ghetto. Earth is ghetto. You heard me? Shit is whack. Besides the babies that are going to be grown in a lab, we now have not only Gen X and Gen Z, but we have Gen Alpha, which is really cool. First of all, I'm not even mad at the Gen Z community or the Gen Z folks. I'm not mad at that. I'm not even mad at that. They really give me hope, and they keep me on my toes. They keep me on my toes. They're so fast. You know what I mean? Like, they know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They know what they're saying. They walk into a job interview and it's not like, please give me the job. It's more like, I know you need me, and here are my qualifications. If you don't like it, I'm going to go find another one. And that's the shit that I've been preaching for so long. If you have a place that you don't want to work at, just how you found that job, you can get another one. I was talking to my client the other day. Yeah, I still have a day job, y'all. I'm a cosmetic tattoo artist, and you know it. But I still work for myself. And that's another thing. That's why I said I'm grateful, because there's so many things that I could complain about if I still had to clock in and out. Nothing wrong with it, but I am just not that. That is no good for me. And I remember when I did have to work in these offices, in these bars, in these spaces, I worked everywhere, retail, hospitality, you name it.
when I clocked in, my soul left my body, and I turned into like a demon. Like I just couldn't do it. It's not for me, and that's why I strived so hard to be able to make my own schedule. So I had a client, and she was actually telling me like, and she was like a psychologist and a psychiatrist. So she was about like 70, really cool, really intelligent, beautiful black woman, right? And she was like, the thing that I tell most of my clients is like, you're stressed and your stress is coming home with you because of your jobs, and they don't understand that it's really easy to leave. And that's controversial. You know what I mean? Because for me, yes, I believe that, and I grew up that way. I never thought that if I got a job at H&M, go get another one. You know what I mean? And if you have a large job that has, you take care of kids, and it has your insurance and your kids' insurance and your wife insurance, I understand that that's very hard to leave. But you have to find a way to separate the people at the workplace and yourself. Like, not taking things personally is so big when it comes to working in somebody else's environment if you can't make it your own. And I understand that. So that is huge in the workplace. And once you tap into that, who fucking cares? But yeah, being able to just like show up at a job interview, Gen Z, Gen X, Gen Alpha, they show up and they may not have a job interview. That's another thing about Gen Alpha. Like, they just may not have job interviews because we're in the day and age of making our own positions. We make our own jobs. You set up a camera and you automatically can upload your LLC and be your own business person. Like, you can do anything you want today in this day and age. There's so much access, there's so much information, and that's what these kids are doing. So I really admire that, because when I was in college, I certainly didn't have that. I didn't have that. It's not drive, but it's the comfort of like failing. Like, what is failure? What is that? I don't fail. You know what I mean? Like, they don't care about that stuff. It's also the respect factor too. Like, you have to respect me when I'm speaking, and I know that I'm here at this job interview because you need someone to fill this position. Don't ever play yourself. If I went in to half the motherfucking interviews that I've ever had in my life with that attitude, please. Like, that's how I am now, but I don't need it to work for anyone. You know what I mean? And even if I am in a space where I have to like show myself off, say like an audition or maybe a Zoom meeting for some agency that wants to represent me, I'm still not like jumping through hoops. And I'm gonna tell you why, because the shit that I'm auditioning for, it's either I got it or not. I'm not afraid of failure anymore. That doesn't scare me. Failure is not even a real word to me. No, that doesn't exist anymore. I don't care. If it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, it's not. So the whole no thing doesn't make me sad anymore. I used to be so discouraged when I got no's, but the thing is, I just took out expectation out of my entire diet. I don't breathe it. I don't expect things to just happen. I'm going to try my best. And if they don't happen, I can't continue trying to kick that same door down. And that's my thing. And these Gen Alpha people, the Gen Z people, they like that. They're just like that and so filled with information. Yes, they be saying some dumb shit. Somebody could be dying and they could be doing like a TikTok dance or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but other than that, they're really smart. And I like that. I like that a lot. They keep you on your toes, keep you sharp. But Gen Alpha, there was a Gen Alpha page that I was on TikTok, and they said that the Gen Alpha people actually kind of look at people on social media like, rookies, been there, done that. You're so dumb. You're so lame. Like, are you really on TikTok right now? Like, that's so 2023. You know what I mean? Like, they are so used to their parents now. Like, think about it. If you were born in 2020, you're used to your millennial parent becoming an influencer, a content creator, or a YouTube family star, right? Like, everything is filmed. So you're a baby getting filmed. You're a toddler doing dances. My name is Van Van. I ain't time to play. Playing outside every day. So these kids just like wake up and their parents have the cameras on them already, right? So they're already on Instagram. So these kids do not care that their millennial parents have been filming them since they were kids on all these devices. They over it. They're like, oh yeah, that's cute. Yeah. What are you gonna market through Instagram again? You're gonna run paid ads on Facebook? Okay, great. So cute. Like they kind of, it's like, I don't know, they don't care about it. They don't care about it at all. That's what they were saying. And this is like the ages of like 19 to like 21. The kids who are like felt they were so so smart that they want to go back to like guerrilla marketing. Like, why don't we talk to people and really form bonds with true conversation in order to understand what your brand is particularly about? This way, we can find your niche market and help you understand how to drive traffic the real way. Because Instagram is so late. Well, my old ass is still going to post because I have no other way of making money. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Gen Alpha, because you guys are fucking freaky. Scare the shit out of me. What is that? First we scared of the internet. Now we're on the internet and all the people are on the internet. There's like everybody on the internet. And then we have a group of kids that were just born that don't like it. I don't know. There's no rules. Like, there's really no rules to this, but and it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. I'm so happy to be here again. I'm so happy to see all of you flamboyant gay mother. You girls make me so happy. You guys make me so happy. And all you non-binary gender fluid folks make me so happy. Happy Pride Month. It's a blessing to be here. I don't have any pride stories except for maybe when I was 19 and went to the pier, and apparently I didn't know. See, I didn't know because at that time, very special time in my life. I went to prom in a suit. So you just paint that picture, okay? So I was about 19, and I was dealing with about 2 or 3 women at the time. Who knows? And I went to the pier down by the village, and there was this really sturdy, for lack of better words, aggressive, masculine lesbian who came up to me, and she said she's going to throw me in the street. And I said, hey, man, why? What you going to do that for? This was during Pride, by the way. And this is why I don't go to any Pride parades. I don't go to any Pride brunches because I don't want to see my past anywhere, like nowhere. So, yeah, this big old, she looked like a gangbanger homie. You know what I mean? She looked like real gangbanger-ish. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to throw you in the street, son, on gang, blood, crib. I was like, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I was like, yeah, you're not going to do anything. Of course, it wasn't the same Ryan back then. It was the different Ryan, the Ryan that was more like, I dare you. We're going to fight until I go to jail. You know what I mean? So I really didn't care about anything. And she told me she was going to throw me in the street because I was messing with her girl. Now, see, here's the tricky part. I didn't know which girl she was talking about. So I named the wrong girl. And for some reason, she didn't get mad at me after that. But as years went by, I did find out that one of the women on the roster was her main girl. And that's none of my business. I think at 19, nobody needs to be in a relationship. Just no one. Like, what do we even know? What do we know? We don't know ourselves. We don't know anything about ourselves. And then it's like, do you really see your future? I saw no future for myself at 19. I was a rock star. I was wilding. I was drinking E&J. Do you know what E&J is? It's gasoline. Bomba clot. It's nasty business. I don't even know if it's cognac or what. It's just E&J. Real nasty. That is not what you're supposed to do. And I was just drinking it like out of the bottle. Thought I was so cool. And I was just walking down the street. At 19, I saw myself as like, I was like, yeah, by the time I'm 23, I'm going to have like $3 million anyway. I woke up thinking that. And then what happened? Wah, 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 wah. I was so financially irresponsible up until like 4 years ago. So there's that whole millionaire thing out the window. There goes credit. You know what I mean? That's that's what I did at 19. I had no idea what I was doing. I got to do better. We got to do better. If I had kids, and I don't want any at all ever. My dogs are enough. But if I had kids, I know that I would teach them from super young about the value of not knowing and the value of treating each day so special because you don't know when you're going to be out of here. Like, you just don't know. Life is short is not a morbid statement to me. It's really like special. It feels special to me because this gives me motive to try, right? So today, if I say I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, it helps me be kinder to people. It helps me try harder with tasks. It helps me with my physical self and my brain, honestly, a lot. If I say, hey, today I'm going to meditate super hard because I just want to feel at my optimal level today, but I don't know if tomorrow's coming, like that makes me feel much better. It's not morbid to me. You know what I mean? I'm not scared of death. I don't care, but it's just a magical feeling knowing that I did my best while I'm right here, right now. And that's what I would say to my kids. Like, what do you think is about to happen, son? What are you rushing to? Where are you rushing to? Why are you rushing into a relationship? Why are you rushing to have a kid? Why are you rushing into marriage? And I never even saw like that whole marriage thing as a kid. You know, like when kids are in school and they draw like a mommy, a daddy, a kid, and like a fence. I used to like not draw anything. I think I used to draw like a black hole. I kid you not. I'm the same way now. I will draw a black hole. If you take me to a sip and paint, hate those. You take me to a sip and paint, I'm not drawing nothing. I'm not painting nothing. I will sip. You paint. I don't like it. I've always been like a pretty just like peculiar kid. And I'm still strange, you know? I don't like bowling. I don't like playing spades. I don't really like social settings much, honestly, to be quite honest. But I do love eating. I love going out to eat. I love ambiance of eating. I love the act of going to a restaurant, sitting down at the table, receiving the food, drinking, conversing over dinner, taking my ass home. Really cool, really fun for me, really nice. But other than that, nah, like no, no thank you. Like I got things to do. I got two kids. I'm always tired. And I'm working on that too. Not drinking wine for 4 days can really like boost your energy levels. It can. It hasn't boosted mine. I'm still exhausted. But this is the fourth day I didn't drink any wine. And I feel exactly the same. So yeah, power right on, right on. But back to my 19-year-old story of me being a queer mask presenting lesbian in the village, almost about to get beat up by a gangbanger homie stud. And I just finessed my way right out of it. Just got on out of there. You know what I mean? I think she's still my Facebook friend. I think we're friends on Facebook because she was like 3 times my size, and I was like ready to go. But then when I named one of the girls, I think that was Jesus Christ. I think that was God. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, people are really mad about Pride Month. People are really upset. You know, this is the month when you start seeing all the rainbow packaging on stuff, right? So if you go to Burger King, they got the gay ass Whopper. The packaging is like rainbow, or you go to Target. This is what they're mad about. They're mad about the Target stuff because they have gender non-conforming attire in Target. So basically, the girls' bathing suits, or actually, it's not supposed to be a girl bathing suit. It's supposed to be just a bathing suit, but a boy or a girl can wear it, or a non-binary kid can wear it. And it has a compartment on the crotch area in case the genitalia needs to be tucked. And then they have like a binding, chest binder, in case the small child's chest wants to be binded down. For those of you who are listening who don't know what a chest binder is, it's when you just got titties and you don't want to show your titties through your shirt, so you wear a binder. No, it's no big deal. Some people wear really tight sports bras, and some people bind their chest down with ace bandages. That's the old school way. And now there's actual binders that you can buy because some people just do not like the aesthetic aspect of just titties. You know what I mean? Whatever. I like titties and I like the way they look, particularly. Yeah. So what I was saying is that that's what Target is selling. So they're also selling the bottom part of the bathing suit where you can like tuck your sack back, tuck your dick back. And parents are outraged. People are outraged. People are truly outraged because they're just like, kids don't need to know about this. Kids don't need to know about trans stuff. And I'm like, yo, why do you care, bro? First of all, I don't even know a 2-year-old with titties. You know what I mean? But it's like tiny 2-year-old bathing suits with like binders for your chest. I don't know a 2-year-old with titties, personally. But if there is one, they now have the option to bind their titties down so that they present with a flat chest. That's what a binder's about. So, if you see the 2-year-old running around Target with titties and you feel really upset, just let me know and we can like share it or whatever. So, yeah, they're mad that babies are able to buy, or the baby's parents are able to buy these clothes in Target. And it shouldn't be sold, and it's no rainbows. Don't sell rainbows in Target. And why do we need rainbows and blah, blah, blah? Because apparently gay people and trans people are pushing an agenda onto society. I'm about to fall asleep even talking about this. So dumb. So stupid. I was watching, I forgot what it's called, but you know that argumentative show where they have like two people in totally different social groups? This show had trans women and conservative cis women talking about their issues, right? And the arguments that the cis women had towards the trans women, like I am, of course I am biased. I fucking love trans people. I love gender fluid people. I love all people, right? So of course I'm listening with open ears so that I want to know, like, why are people so angry, so upset when they see a rainbow flag or a trans flag, a Black Lives Matter flag? You know, I mean, niggas is racist, duh. Like, that's why they're mad. But they just be upset, right? So the woman's point that she was trying to make was basically, your community is pushing this agenda onto our kids, and me as a mother, you can't have kids, so you don't know how it's like to raise a kid, and all they have to do is wake up and see trans people everywhere. Okay. That doesn't mean anybody's pushing anything onto anyone. People are just not you, lady. You know what I mean? And your kid, God forbid, might grow up and be the complete opposite of you because you're trying to shield them. She said, I want to make sure that I provide a safe environment for my kid so that she doesn't grow up thinking this is normal. Well, turn off SpongeBob. Turn off the Disney Channel. Turn off, let me see, what else? The list goes on. Get off YouTube. Make sure they never get an Instagram. Make sure they never go to school because kids suck. And that's a fact. Kids, the nastiest things I've learned is in school. When I was in school, some 8th grade boy tried to take me in the staircase and say, "You want a tongue kiss?" I said, "What the fuck is that? What was that?" I didn't know what that was. I had a slow start. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a slow start. I wasn't trying to tongue kiss nobody. Gross. Disgusting. Kids are nasty. So unless you homeschool your kid, and then, all the way up until college, and then, even then, while you're homeschooling, never turn on a television, never have them have a cell phone device or an iPad, never have a computer in your home, never speak on the phone, never do anything. Actually, homeschool your child with a blindfold on and have them sit in a corner, because your child is bound to be exposed to anything. And it's better that you let them learn in some kind of way as opposed to them learning by themselves, because either way, they're going to learn. And I don't think that this is a trans agenda or a gay agenda. It's the world. Do you know what kind of world you live in? Back on my conspiracy shit. Disney is run by the Illuminati. Said it. I said it. Period. But if you grow up and your kid turns into the Illuminati, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so many things. There's so many things. And you can't guard your kids from anything. You can't guard your kids from this stuff. Like, it takes so much energy to be mad at a group of people. That's why I really don't understand racism. But racism is so simple. And the people that are racist towards Black people are so simple. Like, you don't even know why. You don't even know why. You don't even know. Tell me why you don't like me. Tell me why. You don't even get it. You don't even know why. And watching these interviews are just so incredibly funny, just like how they contradict themselves and how they speak in circles, how they don't even speak at all sometimes. You just don't like us. And that's okay, because I don't like your ass either. Just kidding. No, I don't. I want to go to the question of the day from our anonymous person who refuses for me to put her Instagram up. The question is, how do you function so well on social media and not let it get to you? That's the first. Let me just read the whole thing. How do you function so well on social media and not let it get to you? Like, you seem so down to earth, but your platform is lit. I would expect you to be a Fashion Nova girl by now. Sorry, I copy and pasted this from my DM and airdropped it to my computer to read it just so that it's fresh. I didn't know this Fashion Nova part was in there. I'm definitely not sponsored by Fashion Nova. And guess what? If I was, I'd be happy, okay? Because I heard they got a bag. So, girl, first of all, shout out to Fashion Nova. I'll take it. I'll take it. But she said, I'd expect you to be a Fashion Nova girl by now. Okay, so how do I function so well on social media and not let it get to me because I seem so down to earth, but my platform is professionally lit? Okay. I don't care what people think about me. So that's that. And when I say that to people, that goes one of two ways. It becomes unrealistic and people are like, that's not good advice because you can't say that to people who actually don't have your personality type. So yeah, when I tell people that I genuinely do not care what people think about me, they see it as some sort of deflection or an egotistic response or just like immature. But it's really not that. If I cared about what anyone thought of me or my brand, I wouldn't be where I am right now. Because one, when I was being kind of developed as a music artist initially 10 years ago, the person who was trying to teach me to so-called be a music artist was giving me the most backwards things to do. Like, one, never be yourself. Two, act like you're way better than everybody else. Three, don't identify, don't talk with the crowd, don't be realistic, don't be relatable. Like, that is, and I did that, and it made me some sort of like exclusive for that time, but I'm not 20 anymore. I'm in my 30s. I could care less about me trying to feel exclusive. Bitch, I am. And that's the main thing. I'm so whole within myself that I stopped caring about what people think about me. There's no way that I'd ever care about an opinion from anybody else. And that includes brands. Like I said, I'm going to apply to brands or pitch myself to brands that make sense to me. And even the brands that approach me to work with me, I'm still not jumping through hoops that I feel like aren't me all the way. Of course, any job you do, you have to like fine tune it a little bit and make sure that you're doing your best. So you have to work with the platform as best as you can. But there's no way that, what's an example? So let's say the brand, some random weed bikini brand, OnlyFans bikini came out with, but you got to smoke weed as you do it, right? So that means, one, for the brand, and this is like $100,000 deal. One, what you have to do is all your pictures have to be face down, ass up. Two, you have to have a blunt in your mouth. And three, you have to always make sure you wiggle your left butt cheek every time you post. And you can only wear a thong or no panties when you post. Now, that's not my type of brand. That's not for me. I don't like that. And that check is good. That money is good. But I'm not jumping through those type of hoops. One, for a check, and two, for publicity. I don't care. I don't care. My integrity is much more valuable than any of these jobs. I still work gigs for a reason, because I enjoy being my own boss. But my brand is super valuable because I don't work with everybody. And that's a big thing. And you have to maintain that exclusivity if you ever want to be super lit with whatever you do. Like, you out here working with every single person. I'm not sure what you do, but once you start working with everybody just because that's what you think you're supposed to do, or people say you're supposed to work with somebody because they're popular, no, I don't believe in that. That ain't my rhetoric. I don't stand by it, and I don't care. And anybody who has something to say about it, you can go left, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Move around. I don't care. I don't believe in sacrificing my dignity and my respect. And I'm not saying showing ass is disrespectful. No. I'm saying I love showing ass. Check out my page. Check out my website. My ass is totally out. Check out my single, Thirsty, the cover, just all my ass. I'm saying that type of brand, and that's not a real brand that I just named. That was a fake brand, but those are things that I would never do. One, I don't smoke weed. Two, all of my images are not me face down, ass up. Nothing wrong with it, just not my brand. I don't do that. It's not my thing. So I wouldn't take that job. So basically, how I maintain me being down to earth, but still being super lit on social media, I'm just myself. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Also, when I'm posting, I release all expectations all the time. So you can get caught up in this social media world. This has turned into a social media conversation. I like it because I'm good at that. I post with no expectations at all. I post with intention every time. I know why I'm posting. I post because my page is my resume. My page is my cover letter, whatever. My page is my fucking brand. It's my commercial. It's the way that people see what I do. And I post with intention. So I don't post with hopes. I post with knowing, like, this is going to circulate. There's another moment for this to catch people's eyes. There's another moment for people to put me on their mood boards. There's another moment for me to have a brand deal. There's another moment for me to get some money. So that's why I post like that. But I don't post with expectations. I post with intention. I'm positive. If you go to my page, it's pretty positive. There's not too many creeps on there. There's nobody like, yeah, I like to put my in that. You know what I mean? Like, there's not too much of that in my comments at all, because I created a space on my page where you know what time it is. Not saying it's always gonna be like that, but it's pretty cool now. So I don't care, number one. I post with purpose and intention, but I do not post with expectation. You may have 1,000,000 views and likes one day, and you may have 100 the next day. So I do not post with expectation. This way you do not get your feelings hurt. Take your personal feelings out of your business. This is social media. It is not real. People do not post their bad moments on social media. Well, sometimes they do, but they don't post mostly bad moments. The people that you see that are super lit post all good stuff. It's all good. Everything's good. All my cars, all my money, my houses, my relationship, my dogs. Like, people don't post bad stuff on social media. So don't take it personally. Do not post with expectation. Release all your expectations. Also, if you are me, what I see that gains the most traction on my social media are my speaking videos. I speak to the camera as if I'm speaking to a friend. Because every time you do one of these, hey y'all, what's up? My name is Ryan. It's your girl Ryan just checking in. Bitch, they on your page. They know it's you. So when you do more videos of you talking to the camera as if the camera is your friend, like a homegirl, homeboy, whatever, and not just like, yeah, so today I'm going to make shrimp and grits. Like, you don't talk like that. Don't speak to the camera like that. It's just a lens. Practice as many times as you want. That's the fun in it. Like, seeing yourself look crazy, seeing yourself look like a goofball sometimes, seeing yourself mess up over and over again. It's fun. It's fun. Talk right into your lens and just do you. Be yourself and try over and over again until you get comfortable. But don't become a perfectionist, because then the post is never going to go up. You know what I mean? So talk to the camera as if you're talking to your friend. Another thing, even when you do your deep dives and you think that you know the algorithm, you don't know it. Even when you think you know the algorithm, you don't. Nobody knows. You know who knows? The genius hacker people. So if you want to take 27 hours out of your 24-hour day and try and learn the algorithm of all social media, instead of you just testing out social media by yourself with your team, whomever, then you go ahead and do that. But me, I'm going to be over here recording and putting shit out, because that's what works. That's what works. You turn your camera on. If you don't have no camera, you're lying. You're lying. Everybody has a phone. Turn your phone on, get in front of a sunlit window, and do your thing. I don't know what you do. Maybe you do dances. Maybe you dance. Maybe you twerk. I don't know what you do. I don't know who you are right now, dear. I just know that you are a woman that sent this to me. Yep. Stop being afraid. Do your thing. If I seem grounded in real life, maybe you met me, I don't know. If I seem grounded on the internet, if I seem down to earth on the internet, it's just because I am. I guess my pictures can show something else. I've heard that before. Someone told me, like, my pictures look intense, so I don't look how I would sound, or my mannerisms are not how my pictures look. I can understand that, right? If you take a bunch of bad bitch pictures, I'm supposed to talk sexy. No way. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Release the fear. Post what you want. Do what you want. And honestly, post for long-term results, not virality. Like, don't post and be like, yeah, this one gonna go viral. Because then that's, again, posting with expectations. Have no expectations. Post for long-term results, not for going viral. Because then you get disappointed because you expected to go viral, because you spent all that time on that good content and you were so funny, or you were so hot, or the footage is so good, and you just didn't go viral. And that is disappointing because you had expectations. Don't post for virality. Just don't expect to go viral. If you go viral, just get ready. You have to have content in the stash. Like, make sure that you have more of that, where that came from, and keep on pushing it out if you're a content creator, you know. But honestly, post for long-term results. And this is a very, very, very unpopular opinion for my last social media tip. Very unpopular opinion. I don't care. I'm going to say it. Posting every day. Absolutely not. Go get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Posting every day. I mean, show me the rule book, because honestly, I'm really good at social media. Really good at it. It's really fun for me. And it's so exciting. It makes me happy. I really enjoy like just what it is and how it's provided a space for me to work from home, because I don't like doing anything outside. So that's why I like social media. And I still don't post every day. I know there's rules in some books and manuals and documents where it says you got to post every day in order to like gain your super following. Post every day. Make sure you're engaging with your audience. Make sure you're commenting under their comment section as well. Make sure you're tapping their pictures while they tap yours. Even follow back. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. I post as much as I can. My advice for the people who say post every day and you feel like, I don't know, some people get discouraged, right? Because you didn't post and you're like, damn, it's Monday. Everybody's online right now. I know I'm supposed to be posting something. I'm backed up. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Because when you think things are serious, it's like 99.9% of the chance they're not. There ain't no deadlines. If you give me the deadline on when you're supposed to post for your business and you didn't post, that's your problem and that's your fault and you should be mad at yourself. But most times you're posting with potential, like you're posting so that you do drive traffic towards your brand so that it then makes you some money, right? So you're posting with potential earning. And if you missed a day and you didn't post every day or you posted too late, man, get up tomorrow and do it, man. Everything is very simple when you just like break down all the other barriers that you think you have. Like, that's all it is. Social media is built to stress you out. And when you've cracked the code is nothing can stress you out that you can control. I can control social media. I can control what I do on it. I can control when I log out of it. I can control my peace of mind. I can control how much I'm comparing myself to people that I know are on social media with more than me. I can control my brain when I get discouraged and I'm like, damn, this person just passed me. I grew up with this person. They now have 2 Grammys. I don't. Or, hey, I grew up with this person over here. They have a home, a car, 2 dogs. I don't. And this is real life. This is real life. Like, I see this around me every day. My closest peers have just like, they're out of here. You know what I mean? These are very, very, very good. They're good. They're good. But I don't allow that. I don't allow comparison to ever get me down. And I don't believe it. It's just, comparison is just eating away at your brain and your skill set and all the good things that you have in you and about you. Don't quit the comparing. It doesn't work. It's not good for you. You're chipping away at all the beautiful things you already own. So get it out of here. It ain't for you. Don't do that. Don't compare. Stop comparing. And that's what I have for you to answer your question, user anonymous. Because that's what I have to call you. I really, really want you guys to stop being anonymous. Okay? And if you're going to be anonymous, at least do it in a voice message, because this way we can get like a good idea of how you really feel. Because even this was hard to read just now. Like, I had to read it in a way where it made me sound like I knew what you was talking about, girl. But I think I answered the question pretty well. So yeah, I don't know who you are. I'm sure you're a stand-up person. I'm sure you're great. Maybe you're a celebrity. I don't know. Your page is private. But yeah. If you are a celebrity, don't be one of those celebrities that puts your entire life on the internet and then gets mad when the internet tells you about your personal life, but you already put your whole personal life on the internet, and then you get mad when you end up on like the Shade Room and all these other blogs because you put your personal life on the internet, so you get really mad. Don't be that person, right? So my social media does not have a lot of my personal life on it. I don't talk about personal stuff on my social media. I talk about things that are very, very real, just like on my podcast. And I talk about the stuff that I want people to know. This is my life. This is who I am. I'm like this. I'm genuinely an all-around stand-up person. I'm a good person. I'm a good guy, but I'm still a hot mess. And that's why this podcast is so special to me, because it shows that where I came from is not where I am right now. I had a hell of a ride here, and it took so much healing and so much growth. And it took steps, and it took therapy, and it took meditation, and it took reading. It took taking classes. It took alone time. It took isolation, and it took a lot of journaling. And yeah, I could have honestly, like the route I was going, I would say in my 20s, the route that I was going, I would say solid cocaine addict. Like I would be that. I would be that. And I would definitely be like with child. You know what I mean? Like, and not rich. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine me, Ryan, not rich. Boom. That just, it threw me off. That throws me off. That throws me off. That just freaked me out. I don't believe in that. So yeah, that's why I love this podcast, because I keep it real with you, and hopefully I still keep getting questions like this. Send your questions to me that you feel like you can ask me. Obviously, this is a no judgment zone. Who am I to judge? You hear my story. I don't know who I was for the last 10 years, and now I finally know who I am. I'm an incredible human being that's growing and healing every day. I have no hate in my heart for anyone, but I'll still curse you out if you try me. Try it. You get what I'm saying? This is Lyin Ryan. Thank you so much for listening. Y'all were thinking it. I just say it. Now tell me I'm lying. Peace.